You've been gone a long time. Where did you go?
Hey, Calvin Ellis here, and welcome back to the Fortress of Solitude. So we got a couple of reviews for you, Superman related, of course, staying away from the larger scope of things with DC Comics. Now, I did hear from somebody who left a comment as to, why are you reading the comics if you don't really care for the direction they've taken? Removing yourself from the process, I've always thought is a mistake. You should still try to stay somewhat versed, in what's going on. If you're not staying versed, then they could just really muck everything up. And by the time you get back, you're like, wow, I didn't think they were going to do this badly or something. So part of disagreeing and part of seeing some actual change means you still have to stay involved in it. Removing yourself from it doesn't really help too much. I mean, you can remove yourself from some of it, but not all of it, especially if you want to see some positive change. That being said, we've got two reviews coming up. We're looking at Superman Wonder Woman 17 and Superman Convergence #1. I recommend, if you're not a really big fan of the Wonder Woman-Superman relationship, stay away from this particular issue. They haven't done anything to show us why Superman and Wonder Woman should be together. Now, of course, that begs the question, do we really need to have a reason why Superman and Wonder Woman should be together? The answer to that is yes, because for years Superman has been with Lois Lane. The whole idea of putting these two people together, other than it just being a cash grab and a gimmick, is you have to at some point show that, look, there is some sort of simpatico between them. We're going 17 issues in, and this is over 2 years now, if you count what was going on in Justice League, and there's really no reason for the two of these people to be together. Case in point, Superman and Wonder Woman's relationship can be summed up in absolutely no words. This particular issue, Cersei comes and she puts a spell on Superman. So he's once again possessed. This is the third time that this has happened. Okay, this happened during Superman Doomed, and Wonder Woman was in situations where she thought, well, am I going to have to kill Superman? We're back here again, and this is only Superman Wonder Woman 17. Okay. For some reason, she would rather fight Superman than try to find some way to restrain him. She has her magic lasso, which he uses later on in the issue in order to calm himself, but she's fighting toe-to-toe with him. You would have thought she would have just used the lasso, calmed him down, and just left it on him if it was going to work of that nature. But the whole idea, again, was to show Wonder Woman going off and saving people, because earlier on in this storyline, it's shown that Wonder Woman was more concerned about fighting than she was about saving people, which is a real departure for her character. Remember, historically, Wonder Woman comes from Themyscira, Paradise Island, and she comes with this mission of showing man's world a better way of doing things. It seems that this time she just wanted to get off the island. She has nothing new to show us. She's showing us everything that we already know. And it's up to Superman to show her, no. We don't just fight. We have to actually care about these people. The other thing about this issue is that, they really have nothing to do with her. At the end of the issue, she's almost like Lois Lane. She's sitting down writing articles. Wonder Woman is sitting down writing articles because they have nothing else to do with her. It's a really disappointing book because you have Superman and Batman together, and to be honest, they have no business being together. Superman doesn't need Batman and vice versa for the stuff that they actually need to do, but they find a way to make it work. At least most of the time they do. Jeff Loeb's run, Superman-Batman run, was excellent, and it really did plug a lot of the holes in that particular argument. Superman-Wonder Woman together? I can't give you one reason why the two of these guys need to be together other than there's just a fan base that wants them to be together because they like seeing them together. There's just really nothing there. Just avoid the book if you want to have a better read. Now, a good read in terms of a recommendation, and which was a really pleasant surprise for myself, Convergence, Superman #1. Now, I went into this with very low expectations because of the send-up. It was said that Superman was going to be depowered, he's going to be in Gotham City, and for me, I have no interest in reading a book where Superman is depowered. I didn't come to read a book about Clark Kent, adventuring. It's Superman. I need to see both aspects of this. But the story starts off and we see Superman, even without powers, is handling himself. And then there's a great exegesis that's going throughout the story too. I won't ruin it for anyone, but there are things that are being said, and that's for the reader who's actually missed Superman. Not the new 52 Superman, who is still, for me, still walking a line. He has yet to really cement himself along those lines. But Superman, this Superman who was once the Bronze Age Superman, who became the Modern Age Superman, who has been Superman for many people, again, to see him again, once you get past the feelings of, it's too early to even call it nostalgia, but once you get past that familiarity, it was a really good read. Superman and Lois Lane interacting, Superman and Lois Lane actually being together, Superman having someone to talk to, Superman actually doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. He doesn't have to go in and beat the crap out of people because he understands that he's tough enough, okay, to withstand anything, that he can actually take the time to reason and take the time to talk. They even found a way to put Jimmy Olsen in the book, so with the exception of Perry White, we actually had most of the supporting cast there. Him and Lois Lane together. And here's the thing, you see Superman and Lois Lane together, and they've been together for so long, you say, okay, well, it's, you're just normally used to seeing them together. But they give you such a good reason. They complement each other at this point. Okay, regardless of what the situation is, they're still in it together. He's out adventuring, she's there on the earpiece. They come back together to sit down, they take a moment to be with each other, okay, because you understand that that's the important thing of these guys being together. It was a pleasant surprise. I really thought they were going to jack this issue up, but I have to give it up. Dan Jurgens got things together pretty quickly, and with him getting things together pretty quickly, it made a pretty good read. Now, of course, this is a two-parter, so where part one is good, part two the whole bottom may just drop out. So hey, those are our reviews for the month. Superman, Wonder Woman 17, and Convergence Superman #1, our picks and our misses. The books, really, when I say miss, just totally avoid them. So, we'll see you back for more reviews from the Fortress of Solitude. We'll see you soon.